Hey there, Retro fans, it's Retro Martin here, and welcome to the latest MegaDrive challenge. Now, we've had quite a few good ones recently, starting off with platformers, moving on to side-scrolling beat-em-ups and shooters, and this time we are going with Shinobi 3, Return of the Ninja Master, or, as I believe it's called in Japan, the Super Shinobi 2. This is a side-scrolling platformer slash action game. It's very well regarded. I'm not sure if I prefer it to the first game on the Mega Drive, Revenge of Shinobi. I certainly prefer it to Shadow Dancer by a long shot, but I think that's just more because of the style of game it is. Now, if this is your first time doing the Mega Drive challenge, essentially I just pick a game, and then over the course of 2 weeks, you either post a video on YouTube or you go on Twitter using the hashtag Mega Drive challenge, and you just basically show off a high score, or depending on what the game is, something else. But in most cases, it's going to be a high score. It doesn't matter how you play the game. You can emulate if that's your only way of doing it. If you've got it on original hardware, that's perfect. As you can probably tell from the screen behind me, I'm actually playing this on the Switch at the moment because I don't own a copy on the Mega Drive itself. But depending on how you do it, the only thing we ask is if you are emulating or doing something emulated like this, just don't use any save states, because we want the challenge to be fun and fair. It's just there for you to challenge yourself and just show off how good you are at the game. Now, in regards to this one, we're going to go into the options to start with. We're going to put it on easy because it can be quite a difficult game at times, and there are going to be people that haven't played much of it. It's a great opportunity to be able to play games that you've not played too much of. We're also going to set the shurikens, nice little bit of 90s bad translation there, to 70, which I believe is the highest amount. I don't know if Shinobi 3 has it, but if there's an infinite shurikens cheat, don't use it, because that sort of takes away from a bit of the fun. And then we're just going to get straight onto it. So now the actual game itself is it's great fun. I've played it quite a few times. Never completed it from beginning to end without some sort of save or whatever, but I'm not as bad as it is I could be. It very much is side scrolling, and you've got your shurikens to shoot out. Now, obviously, if you used infinite shurikens, you'd be able to use them willy-nilly, but now you need to actually conserve them. One way of doing that would be to do things up close, where you use your sword, or katana, depending on how you want to use the terminology. Unlike Revenge of Shinobi, this one does have a run button. And if you need to change the ninjutsu, you can just go to the start menu and change it. The super jump was kind of needed in the first game on certain sections. I mean, I say the first game, it's not the first Shinobi, but it was the first Mega Drive one. But effectively, you just get yourself through as much as you can. You can see the score up in the top right corner. As soon as you run out of all your lives, the game's over. I think on easy it does give you the 9 lives, which is quite handy. If you want to go on a higher difficulty, because you want to challenge yourself, then by all means do. It'd be great to see people who are really, really good at the game having fun with it and just showing off how amazing they are. I always look forward to seeing people's videos. And yeah, just have fun. As you can see, I'm not amazing at it, but I can get through most of the levels. I always seem to mistime the run attacks, though. I've got to say, while unlike Revenge of Shinobi, the soundtrack's not done by Yuzo Koshiro. The soundtrack is one of the best bits of this game. It's absolutely brilliant. I've been listening to it an awful lot recently. It's just really, really good fun to listen to. Had to remember how to do the wall jump then. So yeah, it might be worth having a quick look at the manual before you do certain bits, because there are certain parts of the game you do need to know, like the wall jump and also the somersault, which will certainly make your life much easier in the long run. Ooh, I love how that sword slice went straight through him there. Thankfully the game doesn't have too many glitches like that. Obviously you need to watch your shuriken count because we're not playing like with infinite shurikens or anything like that, so don't just willy-nilly start shooting things. Keep taking some silly hits here. Now obviously you've got a lot of instant death pits and things like that to watch out for, so do be careful. I'm not a huge fan of this boss. I feel he takes quite a while to fight because you can only get one good hit in every time. Certainly a lot easier if you've got the powered up shurikens, but because I was too stupid to stay not hit, I missed it. Oop, mistimed that jump. And that one as well. Not doing fantastically here. Okay, that wasn't too bad. There we go, round clear. You also get a nice little reflection of me in the television there because of the light in my room. So there we go, we've got a score of 28,450 just based on the first round alone. I think there's about 7 or 8 rounds in the game in total. So yeah, it's an absolutely fantastic game. I hope everyone takes part in it and shows off some excellent scores. I'm really looking forward to seeing how people do. So just remember, easy mode, 70 shurikens, no save states allowed. Obviously go on a higher difficulty if you would like to challenge yourself and just, you know, say that you are. And either post a video on YouTube and at me, or go on Twitter with hashtag MegaDrive Challenge. And hopefully we'll get to see some excellent scores and see how we go. So yeah, enjoy Shinobi 3.